Hello, welcome back to our fifth episode of the morning show. This is our fifth one, halfway to 10. We are so thankful for all of you. Students and staff have been coming in, giving us ideas, or just wanting to be on the show. We are so thankful for all of you guys loving this podcast. In this episode, we have a teacher that is loved and favored by everyone. Her name is Ms. Bizzari. She has written 5 books and is an Italian teacher here at Schurz. Now, let's go to our announcements. We have some new announcements in our Gmail. Seniors, want to stay on top of the latest news and events of Class 2024? Please visit the Schurz website at schurz.org and click on the Senior Class info page under the Student drop-down menu. Seniors interested in running for prom court, the nomination form will remain open through this Friday, March 15th at 3 p.m. The nomination form can be found on the digital bulletin boards or on the school website on the senior class info page. Looking for something green to decorate your life? Well, Streetlight 87 has just what you need. We are selling lively little green spider plants in each hand-painted pots for $5 each during 3rd, 5th, 6th, and 7th period in the lunchroom on Thursday, March 14th. That's right, only $5, your own living air cleaner. See you on Thursday in the lunchroom. Teachers, if you want to announce something or want to be on the show, please scan our QR code. But now, let's move on to our weather girl, Athena.
Hey guys, it's Athena, your favorite weather girl. This week's weather has gotten a bit cold, starting off at Monday at 35 degrees. Insane, but then it slowly raises up over the week at 40 on Tuesday, 54 on Wednesday, really raising it up, then 57 on Thursday. Sadly, it drops to about 40 degrees on Friday. This week's truly a roller coaster. Back to you, Chris.
Thank you, Athena. Now let's introduce our special guest, Ms. Bizzari.
Hi.
Hi, hello. Thank you so much for being here.
Great to see you. It's so exciting to see one of my students in a different role here as my interviewer. I love it.
Yes. So tell me, what is the name of your first book?
So my first book is this book, Discovering Vintage Chicago, and this is a guide to businesses in Chicago that have been in business for 100 years or more. So I wanted to find out what makes a business survive for 100 plus years. And it was really interesting because I discovered while writing this book that a good business survives because it treats its employees like gold and is respectful. And I was really excited to share the story of some of these really old businesses in Chicago.
Do you have like a favorite restaurant you went to?
I would say my favorite restaurant featured in the book is Lou Mitchell's, which is on Jackson Street in downtown Chicago. And they claim to have the world's best coffee. I don't know about that, but it has a lot of history there, and they make great pancakes, and they serve you ice cream for dessert after breakfast, which is a great perk.
What is the what is the worst one you witnessed? Like the one that was really bad?
A bad business? I can't say I've really ever seen a bad business. I feel like all the businesses I featured in that book, to stay in business as a restaurant for 100 plus years is really tough. It's tough to run a restaurant for 5 years and survive, let alone 100 plus years. So yeah, they're all pretty good.
What is the latest book you wrote?
So this book is my Route 66 book. This is a guide to Route 66, and Route 66 is the historic highway that runs from Chicago all the way to Los Angeles. So I actually drove Route 66 one summer with my 2 kids in the back seat of my minivan, and I worked on this book during that trip, and it was incredible. So part 2, my second road trip book, this book was very successful, thank God, and I was asked to write another book. So last summer I went to Mississippi, and I spent a month in Mississippi, and I drove around exploring the Mississippi Delta, all the old blues music clubs, all the historic music sites. And my next book is a guide to Route 61, which runs from Nashville to New Orleans. And that's what I drove last summer when I was in Mississippi. Yeah, I love road trips. I'm a big traveler and road trip person.
Out of all your books, which one would you say is your favorite?
I would have to say my Route 66 guide, just because I've had a lot of readers reach out to me and say, we used your book to drive Route 66 and we have so many great memories, and I just feel honored as an author to be a part of a family or a person making memories on a road trip. I think road trips are a really fun way to come closer to your friends and family and have fun. And you can even take a road trip to Wisconsin and make an adventure of it. So that's sort of my aim with my books, is to share how to make a great adventure with your friends and family.
Well, which one's that book right there?
So this is another book. I've published 7 books. I've published one book for the past 10 years. Every summer I've written a book. And I spent a summer, a month in LA, and I wrote this book, which is a guide to, I enjoy cooking and creating recipes and adapting historic recipes for today's kitchen. So this is a guide to recipes that were created in Los Angeles. Some of them you'll think might be from Chicago or may have been invented in other places, but a lot of dishes that we enjoy today were created in Hollywood, in West Los Angeles.
Do you have like a favorite meal in this one?
I would have to say, gosh, it's tough to choose, but I do really like, let me see, I don't have my glasses on, but let's see if I could find a picture here of something fun that was invented in, oh, here's something that was invented in Los Angeles that we might think was invented in China. The fortune cookie. I love fortune cookies.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
they're so cool. And I believe that they're, the fortune that you get is for real. Like, it's really going to happen. But fortune cookies, a lot of people think they were invented in China or Asia, but no, they were invented in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Where can we find your books?
You can find my books at any bookstore in Chicago, or even better, at your library, and online, on Amazon, anywhere books are sold. And I would love to just give a shout out to any student at Schurz who is thinking about becoming a writer or a journalist, like what you're doing. It's really a passion of mine, and if it's something you're interested in, if you'd like to learn more about journalism or writing, come see me in room 359. I'm happy to give anybody advice and encouragement if they're thinking about writing a book or starting a podcast or anything creative like that. Creativity sort of saved me, writing sort of saved me in high school, because sometimes I would get very bored in high school, but I always was passionate about writing, and I think if you can find your passion, just work hard at it and always keep that passion alive.
Thank you. You also answered one of my questions that I was about to ask, what made you be like a writer?
Yeah, I just love telling stories. I love learning. I love learning about things I'm passionate about. So that's why I became a writer.
Nice, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you so much,
much.
Christian. It's so great to be here. And ciao a tutti, ci vediamo dopo. I'll see everybody in Italian class.
Yes, thank you. Teachers, if you want to be on the show or just give us announcements, please scan the QR code. Thank you for listening. Thank you for giving us all the support. Have a good week, and we're out.